Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to another episode of the daily market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minutes futures for the session of 19th of October. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the market recap from last Friday and also potential trade reviews in the 3 minutes time frame, which I will include the entry, the exits, and also the rationale behind. And in the trade review section, I will explain a bit more on how I actually trade the breakout, pullback, and reversal entry. So it's very straightforward with the SOP, the standard operating procedure. So you will notice how I actually trade those kind of the simple and effective trade. And going forwards, I will also let you know the levels that I'm watching and also my trading plan for the session later in the market outlook section. Alright, so let's just get started. Okay, so as you can see in this S&P 500 chart, so last Friday we have a bit of the rejection off from the top here after we touching this Dow trend line. So this Dow trend line is still in play at the moment, so have been touched quite a few times and showing some rejection. And in general, the supply level is not extremely high, but we definitely have a localized increase of the supply, but overall it's still decreasing throughout. And lastly, another thing that stands out definitely, I think it will be better for me to go through the hourly time frame so I can just show you. Okay, so here we are in this hourly time frame, and you can notice that, so this is very obvious. So this Dow trend line is in play, has shown some rejection, reaction, and then followed by another test and rejection during the last hour. So far we have seen it's still approaching to this trend line and also touching this horizontal resistance level at 3500. So I will just elaborate a bit more during the market outlook at the later part of the video, but let me just go through the market recap. So you can see that just prior to the US opening session, we have these two relatively bullish bar. So I have a breakout of the localized immediate resistance level and then followed by a push up, but eventually meet some supply level, and that's right at the resistance level, which I pointed out in my last video at around 3490 to 3500. So this is pretty much the immediate resistance level. So you still can see that it's still in play right now at the moment. And prior to that, we just have a kind of a bit of push up and consolidation with a tight range. So everything seems relatively normal apart from the last hour sell-off. Fortunately, the supply level is not too excessive, and if you just take a closer look at around 3460, which I mentioned in my last video, so that's the first level of the support, and you can see that it's just nice to touch the level, and we see the bounce up during today's action. Right now, so far, it still have this kind of the rally to the upside and testing the supply zone right now at the 3500 level. Okay, so let me just get down to the smaller time frame and let's talk about the breakout pullback reversal trade. So this is relatively a straightforward trade and is pretty much my bread and butter trade. I think there are a lot of the opportunities and it pretty much happen almost every day. You can notice this kind of the breakout pullback reversal or false breakout, things like that. But in this section, I would like to walk you through on how I actually trade this. So there's a standard operating procedure that I would like you to run through. So you can notice that it's pretty straightforward. So let me give you a bird eye view, the overview for this. So in this zoom out view, in the 3 minutes time frame, we can easily spot this trading range, and subsequently you can see that that's the 6 o'clock session. We have a bit of the shortening of the truss, topping formation followed by a reaction. So subsequently, during this Asian session, we still have the consolidation going on, and eventually the breakout actually started around 6 p.m. at my time zone. So you can see that it's relatively straightforward. Let me just draw this trading range again. So here is a breakout. So we have the breakout, pullback, followed by a reversal pattern. And eventually we have this kind of the further breakout and touch as well, another test. And eventually just go into this little range. So this is another range that can be traded as well, but that's very much at the US opening session. So you can see that this is the range, breakout, pullback, reversal again, and then just continue to trend higher until this part here. Alright, so let me just explain in detail how I actually trade this. Actually, I shouldn't say how I trade it, how I would trade that, because I wasn't trading on last Friday. So this is purely done based on my review. So you can see that that is the trading range. Okay, so there's a trading range I'm talking about, and just pay attention to the volume here. Let me just drag this a bit to the right side so you can see the active volume session during the Globex period. Okay, so I think this is quite obvious. There is something special about this sign of strength rally. So this is the first breakout. So if you have been following me for some time, you will notice that I did not take the first breakout, or I should say I purposely avoid the first breakout. Why? Because it's very simple. The first breakout like this always draw out a lot of the supply. So what I would like to see is actually to monitor the subsequent reaction. So I want to make sure that it's not a forced breakout. So I want to see a decent kind of the reaction as a pullback or as a test of the breakout, and then followed by either trading the reversal trade. In this case, this is the reversal trade, or possible the second breakout. So these are all the possibilities. So back to the sign of strength rally. So this is something very special. So first of all, apart from breaking out from the trading range here, we have seen that this actually comes with a consistent volume. So there's consistent demand as shown in the volume section here. So this is something that we've never seen before when we are right at the trading range. So this is very constructive. So it just shows that this rally comes with a quality demand as shown up in this volume section. And second, as you know that I purposely avoid the breakout, the first breakout, so I would just like to see that how's the pullback look like. So this is a pullback. In fact, this is relatively nice because it didn't really go all the way back inside and to test the previous low. In fact, it's kind of just tested halfway of this trading range. So I think this is very nice and it's a decent pullback. And also, if you just look closer, so this pullback actually comes with relatively low volume. So compare it to the previous volume. So this is relatively low volume pullback. Despite that, the results looks like pretty decent because it's kind of tested halfway of the trading range. Anyway, so I just think that on a high side, the first entry could be this kind of the reversal bar. So this bullish bar could be the reversal bar. So that's the first kind of the reversal trade that I think is valid. And if you take a closer look here, so we have definitely seen demand as shown up in this hammer. So that's the demand here, and then followed by relatively ease of movement up. And subsequently, well, this bearish candle can be treated as a test at the moment, because if we just base on the prior candle alone, I think that probably should have enough demand to push the price up. But anyway, depending on where you put your stop loss, for me, always safer to put it just below the swing low here. And I think the other great reversal trade could be right here. So you can see that this is another pullback, and as a test of the prior swing down here. Despite that, it's come together with increasing of the supply level. So you can see that the supply is relatively high at the moment. But just look at the results. So the results is pretty much a higher low here, and with the progress to the downside is very much limited just compared to the previous pullback here. So in terms of the results, it's not bearish, so suggested some kind of buying happening right there. So the subsequent bar, this bullish bar, is the confirmation bar or the reversal bar, can be treated as a nice entry. So this is the reversal entry right after the breakout pullback. So that's the reversal, and also this is the reversal entry as well, so this bullish bar. And subsequently, I think this could be a nice long breakout trade. So because can avoid the first breakout, but that's the second type of the breakout, and you can see that this type of breakout actually comes with increasing supply as well, but eventually the immediate pullback doesn't look very threatening. There's not much follow through to the downside. In fact, we just kind of having some kind of the losing up of the up momentum. You can see the volume has been decreasing, so the up momentum is fading, and then here comes the reaction or pullback as a test. But in this case, you can see that this pullback only tested this support level. So this is the previously as the resistance level, now become the support level. So I think this could be a nice breakout trade as well. And subsequently, I think that's the 9 o'clock session. So if I were to trade this, I would pretty much just close partial of my position from about 9 to 9:30. So I want to make sure I scale out a bit before the US opening, just to lock in a profit, and then to see how you can take my leftover position to the further upside. So let's see what happened. So you can see that subsequently during the US opening here, we have another range formed. So this is a relatively short range, and I don't think there's anything special in the range until it actually break out. So I think that's the breakout, pullback, and reversal. But for this kind of trade, I'm not very keen, because firstly, the reason that I think I would just trade this kind of the previous Globex trade is because can rely on the immediate support level at 34.80. But in this case, you pretty much can only rely on this little structure here. I mean, still, this is a relatively aggressive type of the trade. Sometimes I might take this, sometimes I'm not. But in this case, I think it's definitely still a valid trade, because just take a look at this great breakout. So we have a increasing of the demand, breaking out, followed by a low volume or low supply level pullback. And in fact, you can see how strong is the momentum, and the pullback did not really touch this immediate resistance turn support level, so it just have this reversal bar. So this could be a nice reversal entry, and to write some points to the upside until you can see that we have a spike of the volume, but a bit of the topping formation, and eventually the demand is fading at this 2 bar here. As you can see, there's a fading of the demand, and followed by a confirmation of the localized breakdown. So that could be my exit. So that breakdown bar, the bearish bar, could be my exit, or the subsequent bar as well. We have seen the picking up of the supply level, so either 1 or 2 bar could be the exit. Alright, so it's almost 15 minutes done. And okay, let me just quickly show you. I think there's one last trade, so that's at the end of the session, roughly around 3 a.m. my time zone. So this could be a nice false breakout trade, or you can call it the uptrust trade. So we have seen this trading range and followed by this uptrust. So this is a false breakout, a temporary commit above, followed by a failure back inside. And most importantly, just take a look at the increasing of the supply level. So this could be a very important hint to just take this kind of the entry and write it at least to the support level. So anything beyond is a bonus. So depending how you manage your trade, but for me, definitely I would probably scale out some right at the support level. Alright, so that's the trade review. And let me just get down to the hourly time frame, and let's talk more on the current market condition, the market outlook. So far, one thing that's piqued my interest is still this I think I just want to extend this downtrend line. So that's the downtrend line that I'm talking about. So far, the downtrend line is still pretty much effective. So we have seen quite a few touch rejection, and right now is still testing the downtrend line, and in conjunction with the horizontal resistance at 3490 to 3500 level. Okay, so I think that this could be a nice level to watch, 3500 to about 3490, and let's just see how we actually interact with the resistance zone. Alright, and one thing that is very important at the moment, I think we definitely want to see some kind of the commitment to the upside. So if we have seen commitment to the upside, then definitely we have a chance to see the S&P 500 to go higher to test at least 3540, and subsequently to test the all-time high level at 3587 if I remember correctly. Otherwise, if it still shows some kind of the rejection here, right now 3460 could be the first immediate support level, and followed by this 3430 or 3420, so which is based on the previous trading range here. Okay, so that could be the 2 level. So I think this is very important level. If we fail here, definitely it will just go all the way back to test the previous low again. Okay, so that could be further target down. So I think this is a very important level to watch. So far everything still points to the relatively bullish direction. I just want to see how we actually interact with the first level at 3500, and then I will trade accordingly with the kind of the reversal type of the trade. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from the video. So if you love the video, definitely check out the video on screen and this will help you to increase your winning rate when you implement correctly with the right context. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future video ideas. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.